Yes. Stop lying. Stop acting. You all never went to space. Follow Jesus. God's watching you all. Stop lying to the public. Your psyop isn't working on millions of us. NASA's a joke. Repent before God, y'all. I see through your lies. I know you never went to space.
Thank you, sir.
God's watching you all.
Isn't this just about the way it is? All the Globers have is to call you stupid, call you dumb. You probably didn't graduate high school. Scoreboard, the earth is round. They can't dispute anything you say unless they give you some 5-page, diatribe that makes absolutely no sense. It's time for us flat earthers, for us believers in actual science, for us believers in observable, repeatable evidence, observable reality. It's time to take the globe out to the back 40 and put that thing down already. Because the globe is officially dead. There's no amount of Photoshop pictures they can show you. It's over. There's no amount of fake. They can't even fake moon landings anymore because it's too preposterous. The first one went so badly that even 50, 60 years later, whatever it's been, they can't fake another one with all the technology they have. But it's time to take the globe out to the back 40 and put that thing down. Okay? It's not even worth a debate at this point, and I'm all for debate. You can debate me anytime question me about anything, anytime about the flat earth. I would absolutely love it. But Globers got nothing to say because they have no evidence. They have no truth. All they have is cartoons from NASA. That's all they have. So it's time for us truthers, for us real people who believe in reality, observable science and reality. We don't even need to discuss this anymore. There's nothing to discuss. This is like talking to a 2-year-old child about something. Like they don't have anything. They've given us everything they've got. None of it's been worth a damn. Flat earthers have 100% of the evidence on their side. Globers have 0% of the evidence. So let's stop giving this conspiracy theory that the earth is a globe any credibility. And I'm serious about this. Any credibility at all, because it has none. And let's just put this thing down out of its misery. It's been suffering long enough. They've been hanging on long enough. The gravity is starting to give way. It's all crumbling down. And the earth is flat, and there's not a damn thing you can do to change that, is there?
There's a lot of controversy in the world on one subject. The subject is this: do we really live on a flat earth, or do we really live on a globe? A lot of people say that we live on a globe, and a lot of people say that we live on a flat earth. For those of you that say we live on a globe, I'm sorry, I'm here to burst your bubble. Wait for it. If you know anything about a compass, if you know absolutely anything about a compass, you know that compasses don't tilt for curvature. They only spin. Okay? It's always going to point towards north. And guess what planes use to fly? It's not people in a building just spitting numbers back and forth. That's part of it. But the plane follows a compass. And you know what the compass does not attest for? Curvature. You understand? The compass on the plane always stays straight. It never tilts. If there was curvature, that compass would tilt. Compasses don't tilt. We live on a flat earth, people. In the encyclopedias that actually showed the truth, they stopped making them in like 1958. They took them off the shelves. Most of you guys are believing a lie. If you don't have any idea what a compass is, start researching. And you'll understand that Earth is flat. It's not round. It's not round. Ask any pilot that's been flying Boeings for more than 10 years and then have went across the world. They're going to tell you it's flat. They're going to tell you that plane is operated by a compass. The compass remains flat. It remains level. You understand? The compass remains level. There's no curvature in a compass. Wake up.
Yeah, I know I gotta simplify it for you simpletons that have no brains. So I highlighted it so you can see it clearly. I know my map, buddy, but I am old. I had to stand back. But right here is Hawaii. See that it's highlighted, dum-dum? And I highlighted Japan. That's how they attacked Pearl Harbor. Right there. Boom. Absolutely possible on a flat earth map. Absolutely impossible on a globe. Dum-dum.
Do you know that space is a lie? That our history is a complete fabrication? That virology is a hoax, and most if not all sciences are actually based upon flawed foundational evidence and can be labeled by their own terms as pseudo at best? That dragons are more real than dinosaurs? That our evolution from monkeys is just as made up as the slow growth of these advanced technologies like AI and weather control that have in fact been in play long before we could even imagine? That at one point we had trees miles long that are now just petrified lifeless stumps we pass off as rocks? That the governing powers that be have reset our civilization more times than you can count? That all media is an overly saturated biography of satanic ritualism made palatable for the masses so we become desensitized to their demonic agenda and normalize pure evil? That our food, medicine, skincare, household products, and everything that can be consumed physically and energetically is being poisoned to keep us at a low-level baseline of barely alive? That these poisons not only make us sick, but infect our endocrine system and hormones, creating a gender-confused species lost to their real power and susceptible to eventual merging of transhumanist biotech? That the human biofield and ether used to be a part of our educational curriculums, but they purposely removed it so they could unknowingly plug into our fields and suck us dry of our life force, like the soulless vampires they are, and charge us for free energy that not only powers whole countries, but can also heal our bodies.
You can clearly see in this video that the Earth is actually flat and stationary, and that the sun is just up above us in the sky. If the Earth was a spinning globe, then it wouldn't be so flat. And if it was spinning on top of this lighthouse, you would be hurtling faster than the speed of sound in 4 different directions. That's ludicrous. Earth is flat.
I watched a guy who made a video that said the problem with believing in flat Earth is that you lose the filter between what is a lie and what's the truth, and so you just throw the baby out with the bathwater. If you believe in flat Earth, then you also have to throw out everything you know about science and medicine and religion and history and all that, and that's why you can't, flat Earth is such a slippery slope, because you tend to just go all the way in. My response to that rhetoric is, yeah, all the way in. What part of you, the people that feel that way, can't see what we can see? And I'm not one of those that hurls insults and call people stupid for not believing the way I believe. I don't care what you believe. But waking up to the fact that everything is a lie is just as real as all the shit that you still believe is the truth. And that's the disconnect. There's those of us that are awake, and then there's those that aren't. Pure and simple. Because once you see it, you never go back to sleep. You can't. It's physically impossible. And that said, it's not that we're, or I can speak for only me, but it's not that I'm trying to convince anybody of anything. And it is absolutely about just keeping a cool head. Dude, this is all love, man. This is just sharing information. But when it is irrefutably flat, that no curvature can be demonstrated, produced, viewed, observed, you can't do it. period. That destroys the globe. And we don't even have to talk about local sun, local moon, saddle moons, Antarctica, and can't go across the wall and all the rest of it. We don't even have to get into all that. We can just prove with our science, which is every bit as good as your science. In fact, it's better than your science because our science has the three. It's demonstrable, observable, repeatable. Yeah, we can do that with the shit we found out. The problem is, for so long, nobody was looking. Nobody was asking questions. So there's this gigantic community of flat earthers that all see the same shit. Our information is rock and solid. It's irrefutable and as immutable as time. You can't refute it. So that said, that's the foundation we stand on, and I don't condone any of the hostility and the name calling and shit slinging and all that. I am way too smart to wallow in it. And look, it's both sides. I have been attacked for my beliefs on the shape of the earth on a globe people live thing to the point that they kicked me out. And then I went back to it on another name on here, another account on here, and they talked about me for 2 hours. Just, I mean, how stupid I must be. I think the problem is that the flat earth people, we already know all of your science, and we have ours. You never even looked at ours. It was absurd from the get, and you just said, nope, that's stupid, they're stupid, moving on. And that's fine. Like I said, I don't care what you think or believe. But it's worth stating that we have the exact same science that you have. And we can discern reality from fiction better than most, certainly better than those that are asleep. Because we see all this shit, man. We know what's going on. The genie's out of the bottle, man. So quit acting like that we're just these brainwashable, programmable people. That's what all of us snapped out of, bro. The brainwashing and the programming and the channels that we were programmed to watch on the television, all of that shit, we're the ones that woke up and we see the rest of it. And what it really does is take a shit on everything we were ever taught. So don't think for 1 second that we're not razor sharp, every single one of us, smarter than the average bear, because we see what apparently those of you that aren't awake can't see. I don't get it. But it's nothing but peace and love, and I don't care what you believe, and I don't care what you think about what I believe. We can have a civil conversation without hostility, built on that foundation. I don't give a but what you hear in my voice and see on my face is passion, because the awakening is a when you come out of the dark, deep slumber, god damn, yeah. And that's what we've all done, is we've seen it, and we're like, oh shit. And there's just a lot of people left that haven't had that moment.
Dude, it's insane, because I see so many truthers that viscerally deny this, bro. And it's the ultimate deception, dude. I don't care if you're an anarchist and you know that government's corrupt. I don't care what you know. I don't care if you pray every day and meditate, blah, blah, blah. If you think you're on a spinning sphere, you're under mind control, bro. That's the biggest fact ever. You want to know what the biggest proofs are? Let's not even talk about microwave propagation over thousands of miles, bro. That's impossible on a sphere. Let's do geometry, right? The Earth is electric, okay? There's a linear distribution of the electrical field that increases 100 volts per meter. You can only have that with two Gaussian surfaces. That's a fact. They admit it. That's impossible with the geometry of a sphere, bro. Time to wake up, dude. You guys are scared, though, dude. You just want to hate on True Earth.
The biggest conspiracy theory that freaks everybody out is flat Earth. Now, I don't know what the Earth is, but experientially, through the testimony of the eyes, it is flat. And there is very little chance that I will ever in my life, or most of us will ever in our life, experience anything other than what is effectively a flat Earth. And on maps,
how so?
Well, if you're flying a jet at low altitude, you're not making corrections for curvature. even though you're going fast enough where you should be. And but it's a flat Earth.
But what about travel routes? Like, what about when they fly over Antarctica? What if they?
They don't fly over.
Well, you can
Antarctica.
watch the sun rise and fall.
They don't even fly from Cape down to Buenos Aires.
Oh, mind if I take a little peek in the cockpit? Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's nice. Awesome. Cool. You mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Okay, everybody's leaving here. How long?
Just about like the flight of descent. When it comes to the flight of descent, we fly at like what, 3,100 feet, 37?
We were at 28,000.
28,000. From the top of the altitude, from the time we hit the runway,
it takes about 3 miles per 1,000 feet that we have to lose.
Okay. So when it comes to the flight of descent, do you have to compensate for curvature?
No.
You don't?
Nope.
Okay. So whenever you land like east to west, do you ever have to like slow down or speed up whenever you land?
Depends on, periodically. It depends on wind usually. So.
What do you mean depends on wind?
Well, it's a function of ground speed.
A function of ground speed?
Ground speed, right.
So like
wind in your face, then you're gonna be slower.
No, like if you're landing east, and then if you're landing west,
right?
Would you have to like slow down or speed up due to Earth's motion?
No.
No?
Nope.
So
Earth's motion has nothing to do with it.
So we don't compensate for the curvature whenever we're landing.
We don't do anything
and
with
then
curvature.
we don't do anything when it comes to the motion of Earth.
Curvature is...
So Earth has to be a level stationary plane, right?
Fairly.
Hey, do you guys know what this is? Take a look at this. This is a Brazilian research station located way down in Antarctica, you see? And these small panels here, they are actually solar panels designed to capture energy from the sun, all right? And they're vertical, just like several other images, like this one, this truck, this car, right? This vehicle, which also uses solar panels, look, vertically. And the most interesting thing is that the panels are facing north. You know why that is, right? Why do solar panels in Antarctica have to be vertical and face north, right? Isn't that right? These solar panels, located deep in Antarctica, have been mounted in a strictly vertical position and are facing directly toward the north. Oh my goodness. Are you with me so far? So the sun is the one that orbits the Earth. And for those of you in Antarctica, the panels are always positioned to face the... Yeah.
Yeah. It's dedicated to the truth seekers. The ones living below the firmament knowing the deal. It's all good, baby. Check. Yeah. It was all a dream. I used to read NASA tales. Apollo and Artemis, Hollywood veils. Posters on my wall every Saturday night. Watching them stage the moon landing in plain sight. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking herb in the basement watching CGI flop. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack singing through the fraud like a laundry rack. Biggie!
Biggie, can't you see? This Artemis mission trickery. The casting is spell from a hollow chrome. All the masses just follow the tone.
Yeah, NASA's a cartel, Artemis is a hype. Selling CGI dreams at $1 trillion price. No boots on the soil, just spikers in the room. Another Hollywood reboot, a high budget tune.
They're guarding the dome while they pickpocket the core. NASA's just a beater and we're kicking down the door.
Nixon had a landline straight to the moon, but Artemis buffering, man, it's all a cartoon. The cool mocking openly, farcical and free. Sex, magic, and parson, seeking out the glee. Luciferian doctrine, spells casting a hex. Mach 39, entry, check the numbers next. 6 million on the path, witch doctor math. I see through the bends in the inflatable path.
Check the wires, wake up.
Check the flicker.
Wake up.
The screen is a cage and the tension is thicker. The tethered to the rafters, puppets on a string. 0G theater of a Hollywood wing.
The horizon is flat, the water is level. It's a vault, it's a dome, and we're fighting that devil. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
NASA's a cartel, Artemis is the heist. Selling CGI dreams at $1 trillion price. No boots on the soil, just fires in the room. Another Hollywood reboot, a high budget tune.
They're guarding the dome while they pickpocket the car. NASA's just a theater and we're kicking down the door.
Yeah, check the trajectory, what's with the imagery? Every rocket launch looking like male anatomy. Giant wieners in the sky, reaching for the blue. Austin Powers told us back in '97 it's true. Blue, orange, and virgin, they all look the same. Just a bunch of rich boys play a tip with the frame. Curvy flight paths talking like a they ain't going straight up, they just putting on a show. NASA's a cartel, Artemis is the heist. Selling CGI dream, got $1 trillion price. New boots on the soil, just writers in the room. Another Hollywood reboot, a high budget tune.
They're guarding the dome while they pickpocket the car. NASA's just a theater and we're kicking down the door.
Yeah, NASA MAFIA. We see you, buyers and deceivers. Central casting actors and shills. Stan Kubrick on the track, directing the hits. Here go, we out.
The Flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.